Thanks everyone for joining me. It's another week of yoga for and with Adaptive Biotechnologies Corporation. I'm Emily, I'm your instructor this week. If you have a yoga block, it'll come in handy today. You could also just have a rolled up towel or a pillow or nothing at all, whatever you got. Oh, and I'll make sure everyone's on mute. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's start seated on our block or our towel or our bum. I like to sit up on a block at the beginning of class because it helps my hip flexors to relax. I don't know about you, but oftentimes during the day, my hip flexors just seem to get tighter and tighter. It's also part of our root chakra, and that's where we keep our relationship to our home and our economics, which for a lot of people right now isn't the most easy relationship. So if you can sit up on something, that's great. Lengthen your arms down to your knees and tuck the Uddiyana Bandha belly muscles in just a bit so your tailbone points straight to the ground and the lower back widens. If you're not dizzy, close your eyes or simply stare at one point in front of you, real relaxed. Inhale through the nose, allowing the air to drizzle down the spine and into the root. With only the nose, exhale, back up, almost like you're growing a beanstalk from your root up. Inhale, feed that little plant with breath, allowing the raindrops to go way deep into the soil below you. And as you exhale, feel that green beanstalk move longer up your spine. Inhale, take from outside to feed what's inside. And as you exhale, get stronger up your stem so that you can give back to the world around. Take a couple more breaths like that, feeling the exchange and feeling that your stem grow taller, your roots grow deeper, your mind grow quieter with each round of breath. Now you can stay on this block or towel or not, whatever feels best. Reach the hands forward in front of you. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see now a bit better. Interlace the fingers, and as you exhale, pull your belly in, drop your head down between your arms. And as you inhale, slide the shoulders back, but still the elbows are straight. Exhale, arch the back, protraction of scapula. Inhale, shoulders peel back. You might get a post-anterior pelvic tilt. Exhale, posterior pelvic tilt. Inhale, scapula retraction. Final round, exhale. It's like cat pose. Inhale, it's like cow. And then find neutral. Raise the arms up over the head. Unleash the fingertips. Lean to one side, bending the elbow, keeping palm on block or ground. Come back into the center. Rewind those fingers together. Thumbs behind the throat. Lift the chest up. Lean back only as much as the back wants. It might not be at all. Take a breath here. Fill up the front of the ribs. And then sit up tall again. Hands come to the sky. On an exhale, lean to the other side, using the arm on the ground to push the hip down into the block. Turn the head and look up. And then come in through the center. Re-establish interlace of the fingers. Bring the thumbs behind the nape of the neck, and this time pull the belly in. Don't pull on the head. Pull on the rib cage to forward fold until you feel like you might topple forward. Stay here, get dark, get quiet. And then land the hands, move off that block. If the knees don't like this, you could just bring the knees to the side. Set the block somewhere nearby. Bring the knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Give me just one round of cat and cow, feeling how different it is in this shape. And then come into neutral, pull the belly in. Inhale, left arm raises to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Keep the head off the ground. Do that again. I love this. It's kind of dramatic, like growing that beanstalk. Good. Another time, reach all the way up to the sun, and then reach past, and this time left ear on the ground, right arm to the sky, right hand behind the back, grabbing left thigh, hold here, tucking the scapula wingtip into the spine. Now raise the right arm up to the sky, bring it down underneath your shoulder, bring the left hand underneath your shoulder. Before we go to the other side, clip those toes, just raise the knees up and hold. The idea here is that that beanstalk of your spine is so strong and straight and long that it doesn't change its shape despite the knees being off the ground. Pull the belly in, it's a slight posterior pelvic tilt. And the knees come down. Drop those toes, raise the right arm up or the opposite as before, and then bend the elbow, reach underneath. How far can you go? Inhale, raise up, the sun pulls your hand. Exhale, slide underneath, the muscles contract. Inhale, arms raise up. Exhale, knit the ribs up. This time, right ear stays on the ground. Left hand comes to the sky, goes behind the lower back. This can be a little finicky for the neck. So if your neck is at all in pain, you'll want to pull out of it. You could always go to child's pose or cat and cow. Good. A few more breaths. Notice if there's any blockages in the energy, any place where the breath just seems to kind of be pushing up against something. Instead of push in, why don't you give that something a hug? And then left hand comes up to the sky, left hand down, right hand comes underneath. As you exhale, pull the belly in, flip those toes, knees come up again, now into a very short downward dog. So this isn't a proper down dog, but I want you to send your ribs towards your thighs. Think about pushing your heels down. Get a huge arch in the back like a puppy that just woke up from a nap. And then bend the knees, look forward, move the feet towards the hands, slide the hands underneath the toes, and then the toes press onto the wrists. Chest lifts, elbows bend, head comes down. Good. Feel how your fingers massage the bottom of your feet and your feet massage your fingers, just like we till the dirt in order to plant the seeds in it. Couple more breaths. Gently release the hands from under the feet. Bend the knees softly. Slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. That beanstalk is growing until two little leaves of the shoulders pull up and down at the top. Send the feet together. We'll do our Shivananda Vedanta flow. Inhale, arms raise up, palms face the front, a sign of the sun. Exhale, hands reach forward, forward fold down. Inhale, half lift. It's the beginning of class, so probably hands on shins. As you exhale, bend the knees, send the right leg back and lower the right knee softly down. Inhale, palms face front, lean back if it feels good. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, step left foot to the right. Exhale, swing the chest forward, drop the knees, chin and chest down. On an inhale, slide past the thumbs, toes pressed together and down. On an exhale, feet flex, bum to the heels. On an inhale, bum raises, downward facing dog. Exhale there and take a smooth round of breath. Focus on feeding that beanstalk with equal rates of air and water. As you inhale, raise the right leg up to the sky, pointing the toe. Exhale, right foot lands between the thumbs. This is full crescent lunge now. Well, low lunge. Inhale, left foot raises to the sky for standing splits. Here's a great place to use that block, by the way, if you can't reach the ground. Exhale, both feet come down, and you're in a forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees softly, sweep the arms up, raise them up. If it feels good, lean back. Exhale, hands forward, chin tucks, forward fold down. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins or ground. Exhale, bend the knees, left leg goes back, softly lowers knee down. Strong belly will raise arms and ribs up. Both hands come down. Lift the left knee, send the right foot to meet the left. Hinge the body forward, bend the elbows. You could skip your knees if you'd like, lower down. Flip the toes, raise the chest up. You could skip the knees if you'd like and go straight to downward dog. Take a breath here. Sometimes when you get to your down dog, it's okay to move the feet a smidge forward, so long as you keep the straightness of the spine and the legs. Inhale, left leg raises up, toes point. Exhale, left foot comes between the thumbs, hands might lighten on the ground. Inhale, right leg raises up, toes point, head drops. Use the block as necessary. And both feet come together and down. Pull the belly in, bend the knees, raise the arms up, and we'll go a bit faster this time. Lean back. Exhale, hands reach forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, step the right leg back, lower right knee down. Inhale, arms lift, lean back. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, left to the right. Maybe you hover off the ground this time, Chaturanga Dandasana. If you did that, keep the hips up. If you did that, try to roll the toes. Raise the right leg up to the sky. Send the right foot between the thumbs. Raise the left leg up to the sky. Send both feet to meet each other. Bend the knees gently to raise the arms up. Lean back if it feels good. Exhale, reach for the future. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, left leg back, gently lower, left knee down. Raise the arms up, hands face the front. Lower both hands down. Lift left knee, right foot to meet it. Shoulders roll back, chest goes forward. Lower, maybe hover. Roll the toes, lift up, roll back over. Downward facing dog. Left leg raises to the sky. Left foot between the thumbs, shoulders pulled back. Right leg raises to the sky. Right foot meets the left, forward fold. We have a change. Sit the bum deep down, raise the arms up, chair pose, and pause. Sometimes for the first chair, it's helpful to take the hands to the lower belly and the sacrum and to tuck it in so that you have that slight posterior pelvic tilt. Then it can also be helpful to take the hands to the shoulders, pull them back, and then extend straight up from that space. Maybe raise the 10 toes up for 3, 2, exhale, forward fold down. Good. We go into standing splits from here. Block is always for you. Raise the right leg up to the sky, drive the right hip in, hands to the block or the ground. Right knee behind the left, Jiva squat, and lift up. Try to keep your left heel down. Right behind the left, make it smooth. Right leg up. Good. Call the energy of the sun in this pose. Raise all the way up. Bend the left knee, bring the right leg back, and bring the right knee down, just like before. Check to make sure left ankle and left knee are vertical. Raise both arms up and hold here. Left hip slides backward, right hip forward. Feeling the symmetry of both shoulders and hips facing the future. Hands reach towards the past and belly stays in the present. Chin can tuck or lift, whatever your Visuddha chakra, blue throat wants. Another round. Bring the hands to the heart, lift the chest, and twist. Right elbow to left leg. Once you get there, slide the left shoulder back and look back. A strong Uddiyana Bandha here helps spiral the energy around that beanstalk of the spine, shoring it up. Another round of breath. Inhale, raise the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot. Bring the right bum above the right knee, slide the left foot forward, then tip it up. The more flexed the left foot is, dorsiflexed, toes to calf, the better. Look forward, get brave, and then lower the chest down inside the knee. Take a few breaths, use your eyes to see if the bum is directly above the back leg. Ujjayi breath in and out the nose. Bring the hands in towards you. Slide the left foot in, pull the belly in, raise the right knee up, and we'll come forward into chair pose. So feet come together, belly strong, arms lift and hold. This time, see if you can find that chair pose without the manual adjustments of the hips and the belly. See if you can find that posterior pelvic tilt, the hips coming back in space, all 10 toes spreading wide, shoulders squeeze for 3, for 2, full breath, then 1, beautiful Erica, lower all the way down, good. Lift chest halfway, feel how that's a reset for the beanstalk of the spine. Then bend the knees and send the left foot far back. I was wrong. Bend the knees, send the left foot to the sky, standing splits. We gotta call the sun. Exhale, left knee behind the right, Jiva squat. Inhale, left foot raises. Exhale, left behind the right, inner thighs engage. Inhale, get pulled up. Exhale, push down. Inhale, lift up. Now bend the right knee, send the left foot far back. Drop the left knee down to the ground. Before rising up, connect with root and then arms lift. Once you get there, notice if any of the joints on the lower half need a wiggle into a space that feels a little bit more conducive to turning the thoughts away to the breath. Any pain in the back? And engage the muscles of the pelvis, just like you packed some more dirt into that pot. Hands to the heart, lift the chest up and twist left to right. Push the right knee gently into the left elbow and arm. That'll help you to spin the chest open. Right shoulder pulls away from the ears so that this action is coming more from the belly region than anywhere else. One more breath. See it spiral with your mind's eye. Inhale, cross the thumbs, raise up, reset, straight spine. Then the hands come down. Hinge back so that bum is over knee. Slide front heel forward and then drag it back slightly. When the dragging back happens, try to even out those hips. Lift the chest, get as long as you can, head comes down. Here's another place you could use a block. You could use the block inside the right leg. Anytime that you're struggling to reach the ground, the block can become the ground. Give it another round of breath. Now slide the hands in, bend that right knee, pull the abs in, tuck the tailbone, lift the left knee, come forward into Utkatasana. Take some time here to adjust, arms lift up, and now we'll go into Sun Salutation B, finding our first Warrior One of class. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands, step or float lightly to the back. Chest goes forward, any version of Chaturanga. Remember, you could also skip this flow and meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg raises to the sky. Exhale, right foot probably around the thumbs, left foot spins open. Inhale, Warrior One, so left foot's open, about 30-degree diagonal. Exhale, hands come down. Step right foot to the left. Swing chest forward, lower, maybe hover. Roll the shoulder heads back and roll over, downward dog. Left foot goes to three-legged down dog. Left foot to low lunge, spin right foot open. Raise the torso up, Warrior One pose, lean back. Both hands come down. Left to the right, your right foot will move two. Chest forward, elbows tuck, lower hover. Scoop through, roll shoulders back. Roll over, downward dog. As you inhale, bend the knees, look forward, bend the elbows. Exhale, step or float to the top. Inhale, chest lifts halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, head comes down. Inhale, sit into your chair, pull the abs in, one more round. Exhale, hands through heart, forward fold. Inhale, chest lifts. Plant the hands, bend the knees, step or lightly float. Remember, you could always skip this part or lower hover. Roll through and up and roll over, downward dog. Left leg lifts, the moon side. Send it between the thumbs. Spin the right foot down. Abs pull in, arms raise up. Both hands come down. Now, if you want to leave your left foot in the air for Ekapada Chaturanga Dandasana, it lands when you raise into up dog and downward facing dog. Right leg to three-legged dog, right foot between the thumbs, left foot sets up for Virabhadrasana 1. Raise up on the inhale, hands come down. Reset the left foot, swing the right foot back. Maybe it hovers, lower, maybe the body hovers. All 10 toes down, shoulders back, roll over, downward dog. 3 breaths this time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Shoulders roll into their sockets. Inhale, right leg raises up. Exhale, right foot lands between the thumbs, left foot spins for Warrior One. Inhale, lift the torso into Warrior One pose. Exhale, spin the left foot open to the side, open up for Warrior Two. Both feet might have to move. Ideally, the heels are lined up. Hands reach over the ankles, straighten the right leg once to reset the hips, and then bend. Hold here, looking over the right thumbs, but making sure your past is present with you. Left hand over left ankle. Spin the right knee open just a smidge, even as the tailbone points directly to the ground. Soften the gaze. Good. This is a first really open hip of class. So breathe into it. It's kind of like the first freeze on that poor little bean. He'll get through it. Flip the right palm and lean back for reverse warrior. Let's flow. Right arm down inside the right leg, left arm up for extended side angle. And then right leg straightens, right arm goes back for reverse triangle. Right leg stays straight for extended triangle or just triangle pose, and we hold. Here's another time that block could come in handy. The right hand could be on the block instead of on the ground or on the leg. Right hand is pressing into the right calf is the very traditional way with the fingers off the ground. Ideally, there's 3 triangle shapes in the body right now. One more Ujjayi breath. On an inhale, raise the torso all the way up, bend the right knee. Exhale, circle sweep, hands down to the ground. Now drop the left knee down like before. You might hinge the left bum back, send the right foot forward, or you might go into the full splits. See what you got. Left toes are down, wiggle those hips. Here's another time the block can come in handy, or even 2. You could have it below both hands inside of your leg, or one under each hand on both sides. Lift the chest up. Final version of this pose is arms up like Anjali Asana. Wherever you are, as long as you feel that being growing, you're doing it right. And send both hands down. Pull the belly in, slide the legs together into downward facing dog pose, and walk it out. Bend to one knee and the other. This helps to reset the muscles of the back. Good. Now step your feet together, walk the hands towards the toes. When you get there, bend your knees enough to where you can grab the right toe with the right peace fingers, 2 fingers. Left hand comes to left hip. Blossom by bending the right knee all the way up into standing with the left leg straight-ish or locked, whatever you need. Right elbow probably landed inside the right knee. Don't worry too much about that. Look to one point in front of you. Push the right heel forward, pulling on the right toe, trying to keep those hips even, squared to the front, raising the right leg as high as it'll go. If you're still with me, left hand comes out to the side, palm faces front. And if you want to go further, use the right glute to widen that right hip. There you go. Left toes face forward. We have 3, 2, left hand to left hip, right foot comes forward, release the right hand to the right hip, standing staff pose, hold here, I think I can, I know I can, belly strong, and then slide the right foot down. Inhale, raise the arms up, exhale, wide arms, settle down, forward fold. As you inhale, walk out to plank. Decide if you want to take a vinyasa flow. Getting onto those tiptoes is even more fun. Roll forward, stretching ankles. Roll backward, belly is strong. Good. Inhale, raise the left foot up to the sky. Exhale, left foot between the thumbs, setting up warrior 1. Inhale, raise the arms up into warrior 1 pose. Exhale, open to warrior 2, moving the right foot, maybe the left one as well. You can always look down and see if they are indeed perpendicular. Straighten the left leg once, engage the left glute, and then bend the left knee and hold. So take a moment to, if you can't see yourself, imagine your spine. We want that beanstalk straight, that's straight up and down. Keep the breath. It's interesting, even when your body is shaking and the wind is blowing and a frost might be coming, you can use the breath to keep the spine strong. Looking forward is a sign of not being scared. Now flip that front hand, reverse your warrior two, open up the left hip, and then left hand comes down inside left leg. This is side angle pose. Straighten the left leg into reverse Trikonasana triangle pose. And the left hand comes to a block, to the ground, inside left calf, whatever, for triangle pose. Keeping the fingers strong is just another way of staying engaged in our practice. One of the greatest benefits to yoga is the creation of proprioception and kinesthetic awareness, knowing where our body is in space and what every part of our body is doing at any time. Another breath. Inhale, come all the way up again. Bend that left knee. Good. And then as you exhale, circle sweep the hands down to the ground, raising that right heel. Drop the right knee down. Same thing. You might go into your Hanuman from before, or maybe you flex your left foot, just slide it all the way forward. Another thing with the block, I'll even show this time, is for the block to be propped underneath your hips. So you literally sit on it. Now, whatever you do on one side, do on the other. So I should have showed you that first. I'm sorry about that. But keep that in mind for when you practice outside of class, because you will, right? Yoga, it's a daily thing, you know. Inhale, raise the arms up. Go to your spine with your breath. Last two. And one. Bring both hands down to the ground wherever you are. Try to move into downward dog as subtly as possible. And once you get there, walk it out. Ooh-wee. Good. Elbows can bend too when you walk it out. Okay. So feet come to touch each other. Hands walk back towards the feet. Knees bend gently. Left fingers grab left big toe. Hold on tight. Right hand to right hip. Push through the right heel. Stand up. There's not just one part of the body working here. It's all working together to lift you up. There's different pushing and pulling mechanisms spiraling around each other. Now push through that heel, push through the heel, and as you push through the heel, pull back with the hip so that the sacrum behind you is totally square. Right arm opens out to the side, thumb faces the ceiling. Left foot opens out to the side, toes face up. Or maybe not, if you're not here, it's fine. Hold for 3. Chest wide for 2. One more. Left foot comes forward, both hands to both hips. Point that left toe or flex it, whatever you did last time. Try to raise the rib cage up so it stacks above the hips. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, both feet come down. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands through heart. Bow to your standing practice. And inhale, walk the hands out, out, out through plank pose. Bring the elbows down to the ground underneath the shoulders and hold forearm plank. As you do this, tuck your tailbone in, roll the shoulders back. See how strong and sturdy you can get the core. See the color orange and yellow moving around Uddiyana Bandha, color red moving around Mula Bandha, how all of those things blend together to create that green beanstalk of a long spine. One more breath. And lower the hips down. Good. Separate the feet in line with the glutes. Press the elbows up and hold here. Roll the shoulders back. Look over one shoulder, chin to shoulder, chin to sky, stretching sternocleidomastoid. Keep rolling out the neck that way. And then scoop to the center on the other side. Shoulders roll back, chin to shoulder, chin to sky. And then come forward and lower all the way down. Good. So bring the hands underneath the head and we'll just start to think about the glutes and legs lifting. So one leg up and then the other at a time. Feel how the hamstrings and the glutes wrap around each other. Notice if one leg seems to move with more ease than the other. One leg up, then the other. Can you keep the sides of your belly as engaged as the front? Last 2 and 1. Now scoop the hands out to the sides and bring the feet to touch each other. Using strength of inner thighs more than the bum. Inhale, raise everything up. Arms and legs. Hold for 4. Hands reach far away. 3, toes point far away. 2, inner thighs. Ankles higher for 1. And lower all the way down. Bring your hands face up by your sides, toes together. Lay the right ear on the mat and feel the breath move through the upper back. It's amazing what we can learn about the body when we can just lay with stillness. Bring the left ear to the mat and notice if that feels different. And come into center. This is a weird one, but a great one. Slide the left hand underneath the body so the pinky is on the inside of the thigh. Roll all the way over your arm, cover it up. Do the same on the other side. This is going to take some wiggling. You might have to move girl parts and boy parts out of the way. No problem. Now, once you get there, relax the right leg, push the hips down, raise the left leg up. Probably your lips are on the ground, maybe the chin. Try to straighten the left leg. And lower down, let's go to the other side. Right leg raises up, point the toes. Right hip is still in the right forearm. Lower down. Now maybe get some more wiggles in, get real tight. Lips are on the mat, feet come together, both legs raise up. Maybe thighs are off the arms, maybe so are hip joints. And lower all the way down. Amazing. Take a breath here, right ear or left ear, whichever side needs it. That stretch is so important if you do yoga often. To stretch the elbows in the opposite way as chaturanga. Now bring your hands underneath your shoulders, push back through child's pose. Turn the palms face up, thumbs out. Head relaxes between the arms. Now plant the hands, gently roll the body forward. Bring one elbow, I don't mind which, down to the ground. Roll over onto your side. Extend the feet long for forearm side plank. Opposite arm raises up to the sky. If you're feeling pretty comfortable and the hip is high, raise the top leg up, point that toe. If you're feeling pretty comfortable, send the top arm over your head, trying to find symmetry, top to bottom of body. And then send everything back to start position, hand up, foot down, switch sides, elbow underneath the body, shoulder above elbow, feet stacked, arm raised. Just like warrior two, elbows and shoulders are in line. If you're feeling good, right leg raises up, toe points. Still with me, right arm overhead. How much sunlight, or sorry, not right, whatever side you're on. And reset to the start position. And then bring both elbows down to the ground. Slide the knees underneath the body. Slide the bum to the heels. Wrap the hands to the insides of the feet. Thumbs on outside, fingers on inside. Forehead goes to the knees, crown of head to the ground, rabbit pose. Raise the bum up. Bring the bum down to the heels, slowly raise the body up. Separate the knees, come onto the knees and separate the ankles. Take the thumbs to the lower back. Give yourself right around those PSIS bones a bit of a rub down. We're going into a big back bend. Let those nerves know they don't have to tighten. Inhale, raise the arms up. Place the hands behind the lower back, fingers face the ground, elbows squeeze together. Now hinge the hips forward, lean back, go back. Use inner thighs more than glutes. Neck relaxes. And if you're feeling bright, bring the hands to the insides of the feet, thumbs outside, fingers inside, and find full Ustrasana, camel pose. Retraction of the scapula. Place the hands on those PSIS bones, push down, and belly strong will lift you up. And then hands come down, feet cross underneath or go to the sides to find Dandasana, seated staff pose. Toes curve towards the ankles, arms raise all the way up. Exhale from the hips, reach forward. Here's another place for a block. Yogis who can't reach the feet, you could place your hands on the top of the block wherever it is, push down, and that'll give you the engagement you need. Yogis who are just feeling so flexible today, bring the block to the bottom of the feet. Grow that beanstalk this way by pressing even into the toes, bending the elbows. No matter what, we want that straight spine. Only when you feel as if you can't hinge any more from the hips can the head come down. Give it another breath. And then slowly release the block if you have it. Tuck your chin, sit all the way up. Feel how straight the spine was. Keep it that straight. Find the posterior pelvic tilt to lean back. Point the toes. Knees could bend here, but sometimes I think it's easier to use the momentum of that hinge to raise both feet up, reaching towards the toes, shoulders back, Navasana. Pull inner thighs towards each other so that patella, kneecaps face the eyes. Here you are, symmetry. 3, 2, and try to lower as one unit, eyes and toes, curving lower back. Each vertebra gets a chance to touch the ground. And then feet and arms lower. Immediately bring the right knee into the chest, hug it tight, and then tuck the toe underneath the left thigh. Pull the knee to the left and look right. Noticing this is as much a stretch for the chest as it is for anything else. Gently glide the right knee in. Let's get a little bit of energy flowing. So knee to the chest, tuck the chin, look toward that leg. Lower back imprinted on the ground. Left leg raises up, pull in and switch. Pull in and switch. I find it's, smoothest to interlace my fingers. And when the knee is pulled in, the leg presses back against it. Hands are probably around the calf. If there are knee issues, hands could be underneath the knees on the back of the thighs instead. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Opposite knee is in. Lower the head down gently. Pull the leg tight, then tuck the toe underneath the thigh. Pull the knee across the body. Open the left arm and look left. Relax the shoulders. Where does your mind go? Can it stay here with the plant that you're growing in your spine, the roots of your hips, the lightness of the breath? And gently bring both knees up to the chest. Hold them tight. Raise the head up, wrap the hands around the legs, give yourself a hug. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Legs go long. If your back is hurting, keep the knees bent though. Palms face up by your sides, eyes closed. We have about 1 minute to fully relax. To notice if that beanstalk of your spine has been blocked on its pursuit up. And if you can use your breath right here, right now, to clear the space so that it can grow. And to make sure the soil is rich enough to support it. Take one final cleansing breath. Exhale everything. Wiggle your fingers and toes. You've got the rest of your day in front of you. Wake up into it. Bend the knees and roll onto one side. Before going back into the world, set an intention for how you'll live the rest of the day, how you'll keep that little plant alive. Gently come all the way up to a seat. Feet crossed, just like we started. You could be on the block if you'd like. Good. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands near the forehead. Hands near-ish the lips. Hands to the heart. Namaste. Thank you so much, my yogis. It was good to see you again. I hope to see you next week. As always, let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to stop recording. Thank you.